Hi, I'm Vance, and welcome back to Repair and Replace. In this episode, I'll show you how to install a Sloan Optima, Solis, or Ecos flushometer. To begin, you'll need a flushometer, a strap wrench, a smooth jaw wrench, and a flat blade screwdriver. You might also need a pipe cutter, solder flux paste, lead-free solder, and a blowtorch. First, dry fit the flushometer in place to check the height and position. Starting from the top of the fixture, measure up to the middle of the supply line. Water closets and urinals have a max height of 11.5 inches. The flush pipe can be trimmed down to a different height if needed. If you measure from the center of the supply line to the center of the valve, it should be 4 3/4 inches. Next, measure from the wall to the center line. It should be a minimum of 2 1/4 inches away. Now, check the length of the copper tube. Measure from the wall to the center line of the flushometer. The copper tube should be 1 inch shorter than that distance. Cut the pipe if necessary. Next, solder the adapter to the copper tube to secure it in place. Cut the cover tube 1.5 inch shorter than the center line measurement. Slide the wall flange and cover tube over the supply pipe. Now screw the control stop onto the adapter. Use a smooth jaw wrench to tighten into place. Next, install the spud or flush pipe. Slide on the vacuum breaker coupling. Next, slide on the spud coupling assembly, which is made up of the coupling nut, flange, friction ring, and rubber washer. Align the flush pipe and hand tighten the nut. Now, assemble the vacuum breaker. Slide the plastic insert into the lip of the rubber sleeve and place the washer over top. Now, insert the vacuum breaker into the flush pipe. Set the flushometer body on the flush pipe and hand tighten the tailpiece coupling and hex coupling. Now, use a smooth jaw wrench to secure each connection. First, remove all non-permanent objects from in front of the sensor. Then, remove the plastic tab to activate the sensor. The sensor will go through a startup routine, which allows the sensor to adapt to the surrounding environment. You'll see a red LED light continue to blink for 1 minute. After the startup routine, for the first 10 minutes of operation, a red light will flash when a user is detected. For water closets, the factory default sensing range is 22 to 42 inches. For urinals, the sensing range is 15 to 30 inches. Now, an object has to be inside the range for 8 seconds before the sensor will be ready to activate the flush cycle. In most installations, the default sensing distance should be adequate, but the distance can be adjusted if needed. You can watch the video linked below for an in-depth guide to sensor calibration. Turn on the shutoff valve to the supply line. Next, use a flat blade screwdriver to open the control stop 1 full turn. Now test the flushometer. The first flush should eliminate all the air from the lines. If this is a new installation, it's recommended to flush the valve 4 or 5 times to clean out the supply of any debris. Now adjust the control stop until you get a normal flush with a quiet operation. Finally, replace the cap. If you like this video, leave a comment below. To keep up to date with Repair and Replace, please subscribe. And for the widest selection of parts, low prices, and same-day shipping, explore our website below. Thanks for watching.